Sydyn i'r am cyngor sir yn ysmôn yw cael destyn croeso cynnes i weinidog Llywodraeth Cynulliad Cymru dros fenter arloesi pwydweithiau Mr Andrew Davies i Ynys Môn ac wrth gwrs i ymaida gybu i'r ffordd Celtic. Ladies and gentlemen and dignitaries, on behalf of the Ynys Môn County Council, I would like to welcome Welsh Assembly Government Minister for Enterprise, Innovation and Networks, Mr Andrew Davies, to Anglesey, and of course to Holyhead and the Celtic Gateway Bridge. Today is a very important day for the island, and we are pleased that the Minister has taken the time to come and officially open the Celtic Gateway. I hope while he is here, the Minister will be able to see for himself some of the work that is taking place in Holyhead. The hope is that the bridge will serve as a catalyst to the continuous regeneration of the town, as well as to attract some of the 2.5 million visitors who pass through the ferry port between Wales and Ireland annually. The bridge is also an important shortcut link from the Morwellon estate to the centre of town. Morwellon estate is one of the biggest community's first estates on Anglesey. Unwaith eto, diolch yn fawr i chi am eich ymweliad. Once again, thank you very much for your visit to Holyhead.
Thank you very much, Mr Mayor Abodada. It's wonderful to be in Holyhead. Well, I'm afraid I brought Swansea weather with me this morning. This really is, I was just talking to, as we walked across the bridge, and Albert Owen was just saying this is about a big statement for Holyhead and for the island, and I couldn't agree more. And I'm delighted that through our funding as a government we work with all the partners and with Holyhead Forward to make this fantastic bridge a reality. They always say good things come in threes, and of course in Anglesey you've got three fabulous bridges now. You've got Telford's Bridge, you've got Stevenson's Bridge, and now a bridge fit for the 21st century. Holyhead is the gateway into Wales, the gateway for one of the most dynamic economies in Europe, and that's Ireland. And later today, in about an hour's time, I will be launching the Monomenai regeneration programme, dealing with some of the issues facing the island and North West Wales, obviously with the decommissioning of Wilver Power Station in 2010. And certainly as a minister and as a government, I'm committed to this part of Wales. I'm working with the local authority, and I'm delighted the leader is here this morning, Gareth Winston, and we're working with Gareth and his team with Holyhead Forward and with the private sector to really help breathe more life into Holyhead and to the island. It's a fabulous place with fabulous people, and our job as a government is working with you and with the local communities to take Holyhead and Anglesey forward. I'd like to pay tribute to all the work that's been done by all the people who have made this possible. I've already paid tribute to some of the partners, but particularly those who actually helped build this fabulous structure. Mott MacDonald, the designers, Gifford, the builders, but last but by no means least, Lang O'Rourke. And of course I'm delighted, particularly with Lang O'Rourke, because they have been involved in some of the most imaginative construction projects in Wales, particularly for those of you who've travelled along the stretch of the A470, the Lladder Valley, beautiful part of Wales, and the work that Lang O'Rourke has done is absolutely superb. But we very much see this as a beginning. This bridge is literally a bridge from the town to the port, but we see this as only part of the future development. Later this year, work will start on the multi-million pound development of the TMR Business Park Industrial Estate just outside the town. And as I said, later this morning I'll be launching the Monomenai regeneration programme. So this is just a start, and I think it's very symbolic that the start of this work is being done by formally opening this bridge. So it is a very joyful and joyous occasion, but there is obviously a more sombre note, and there's a sad note too today. And of course the former project director, Terry Brown, who was so passionate about this project and about this area, sadly died after short illness. And I know that there's a plaque which is being unveiled later by his widow. and I think this bridge itself is probably the most fitting tribute we can pay to the tremendous work that Terry and his team have done. So with those rather mixed feelings, I'd like to say how delighted I am to be here today to mark a very, very significant chapter in the history of Holyhead and this beautiful island. Thank you very much.
Cadeirydd, gawn ni cadeirydd yn mewn i'r sgwrfa. Gwirion. When you... Yeah.
Okay. No? Yep. Okay. That's about it.
Have you seen the pictures they've got here, the folder?
Yeah.
The platform.
Yeah.